So good morning all. We are going to start today's lecture with step number 7, and before that we have seen all step for the selection of clad belts. So hope you are not having any query regarding all the steps, 6 steps which we have seen for the selection of belt. If you have any query, you are free to ask. Last time Balaji, you have asked some question. Will you please repeat it? Balaji.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I think I don't ask today any question.
Who had asked last time?
Rakesh. I think.
Rakesh. Okay. Rakesh. Whether he is in class? Rakesh. Are you there? Okay. When Rakesh will join, we'll ask him what was his doubt. Somebody has written comment. Yes. 5.08 value. How come it? Okay. This is a standard value which has been provided by this manufacturer. And this is what actually the factor by means of which we are going to convert that actual load to the load rating. And that is for high speed as well as for front belts. Because that is considered as a minimum power which we can transmit with a single ply per mm. And later on this power will be converted to the load rating. Got it, Rakesh? Can you write in? Yes, okay. Okay, no problem. Now here we'll go further and we'll see that the load rating factor which we have calculated for high speed, it is 10. That is load rating at 10 meter per second. 10 meter per second is the standard value which we have considered. Actually, we have to take actual velocity of that belt. But when we are going to calculate the rating, that rating is calculated for the 10 meter per second, and that is coming equal to 0.023 kilowatt per millimeter per ply. And that is converted in for the actual velocity which you have calculated. This actual velocity which we have calculated. Okay, but keep in mind this factor by means of which we are going to multiply. Okay, so actually it is not 0.010 should not be there when you are going to calculate it. Okay, for the front it is 949 G front duck belt. It is coming as a 0.0289 kilowatt per mm per ply. So when we are going to calculate load rating, that is for the actual velocity V, then it is calculated as load rating at 10 meter per second, not millimeter, meter per second. That is nothing but this value we have to take. Either it is 0.023 or 0.0289. Okay, multiply with actual velocity divided by 10. And whatever may be the power which is coming in kilowatt, that will be the power which that belt can sustain per ply, mm per ply. Okay. So depending upon this load rating, we are going to decide that further selection of belt. Any question? Can we move further? No doubt. Okay. So next, step number 8, finding belt width. Now, once you find out the kilowatt rating of that belt, that is nothing but how much that load can be transmitted by that belt, okay, per millimeter of that belt per ply. You can multiply with the ply, and later on we can calculate the total power which we can transmit for that belt. Okay. Now, next is that we have to select width of that belt. Now, this width is denoted by means of B, small b, and is calculated with the formulae, that is design power divided by number of plies which are coming for that belt from the step number 7, multiply with load rating. Okay, and these two values, that is number of plies and load rating, that we have come to know up to step number 7. Design power also we have calculated in the previous step. So easily you can calculate width of that belt. And once you calculate that width of belt, okay, the load rating, all that is fixed. And once you have calculated this width of belt, then we have to select standard width. Now suppose width which you have calculated is 23.5 millimeter. Then we are not going to take belt of 23.5 millimeter, because that is not the standard value. Okay, fractional value it is, and belts are not manufactured in the fractional values. So from that, what we have to do is that once you calculate that width, once you calculate this width, then we have to refer this table which has been provided by the manufacturer. Then in this table, you can see that for the 3 plies, what are the widths available? For 4 plies, what are the widths available? For 5 plies, what are the widths available? For 6 plies and for the 8 plies. Okay, we don't have 7 ply belt. Ply means number of layers which we are going to use on that belt. Okay, how many layer belt you are going to use? That is nothing but the plies. You might have heard plywood. Okay, plywood is nothing but layer by layer that wood has formed, and that is again formed with the help of machineries. It is not a natural wood. Okay, but layers of that natural woods are fitted together and strength is increased. That is, you are going to call it as a plywood. Okay, so in this case also we are going to have plies of that belt, and these are the standard widths which are available for the various plies. Now, if suppose we are using 3 ply belt and our width is 23.5 millimeter, then we can choose nearest value, that is nothing but 25 millimeter width. Okay. Again, here you can see one sign has been used, diamond sign. Then here star sign has been used. Okay. What it indicates, that is mentioned in the next. Okay. What do you mean by this star? What is mean by this diamond, dot and star? Okay. Now diamond means size available in both high speed and front. If you are going to select that particular size, then this size is available in both of that types which we have seen previously, which has been decided by Dunlop. Then dot means size available only in high speed. This is nothing but width size is available for the high speed only. And the star means size available only for the front. So if you again refer this table, then this dot means these two widths are available in both that front and high speed. Okay. Then this diamond means this size is only available for high speed, and this star means this is available for both. Only for front belt. Okay. If you are using suppose 5 plies and if you are using high speed belt, then this width cannot be selected. You have to choose that whether it is available in both sides. Yes, it is available in both sides, but it is in 6 ply. Okay, then you have to if you are having compulsory that your plies are 5 plies, then you have to select belt with the 6 plies and width equal to 180 millimeter. if you are using that high speed belt, okay, rather than that front belt. Are you getting me or not? I'll repeat it once again. जर आपला बेल्ट आपण हाय स्पीड बेल्ट वापरत असू, ओके, हाय स्पीड बेल्ट जर वापरत असू, हाय स्पीड कुठे इथे इंडिकेट केलंय डॉट न, पण समजा हाय स्पीड बेल्ट डॉट ने इंडिकेट केलेलं आहे आणि स्टार ने इंडिकेट केलेले एक व्हॅल्यू आली, आपली विड्थ आली समजा 78 मिलीमीटर, 178 मिलीमीटर. 178 मिलीमीटर साइज 5 प्लायज साठी अवेलेबल नाही, आपण 180 ला जाणार. मग एक आपण 180 ही फक्त कशात अवेलेबल आहे, फ्रंट मध्ये अवेलेबल आहे. तसले बेल्ट हाय स्पीड मध्ये नाही आहेत. सो व्हॉट वी हॅव टू डू, आयदर यू हॅव टू गो फॉर द 200, म्हणजे जे फ्रंट बेल्ट मध्ये अवेलेबल आहे, ओके, सॉरी हाय स्पीड मध्ये अवेलेबल आहे, म्हणजे एक 200 मिलीमीटर विड्थ तर बेल्ट घ्यायला पाहिजे. नाहीतर मग पुढं 180 मिलीमीटर विड्थ आहे आणि दोन्ही, दॅट इज इट इज इंडिकेटेड बाय द डायमंड, दॅट्स वाय दोन्ही मध्ये हाय स्पीड मध्ये आणि फ्रंट मध्ये पण अवेलेबल आहे हा. मग आपला बेल्ट जो आहे तो आपण 5 प्लायच्या ऐवजी 6 प्लायचा चूज करायचा आणि विड्थ 180 मिलीमीटर तशीच ठेवायची. हा एक ऑप्शन आहे. किंवा तुम्हाला जर प्लाय कॉन्स्टंट ठेवायचे असतील तर 180 च्या ऐवजी 200 मिलीमीटर विड्थ ठेवावं लागेल. Got it? So you have to use this table carefully with these sign conventions. Any doubt? If not, we can go further. Now step number 9. Okay, thank you, Balaji. Step number 9, determining the pulley width. Once you define the width of that belt, then additional width for that pulley is considered. Okay, exactly width of belt is not equal to the width of pulley. Somewhat additional width is provided to the pulley, and that width, additional width, you are going to select from the standard pulleys which are available. Okay, so how much additional width we have to consider, that is given in this table. All these tables are provided by the manufacturer or in design data book. Okay, so once you decide that the belt which you are using is having width equal to 180 millimeter, okay, for sake of simplicity we are going to consider it that the width is standard width which you have selected from this table is 180 millimeter, okay, and 6 ply. Then how much width we have to take for the pulley, that will be decided by this table. So belt width up to and including 125 millimeter, you have to use additional width as a 13 millimeter. Above 125 millimeter up to 250 millimeter, 250 has to be included in that, it is 25 millimeter additional width of pulley. Then our category is coming in this, that is 180 millimeter width of belt. Then we have to add 180 plus 25 millimeter, that will be the width of our pulley. If the belt width is coming 250 millimeter or above 250 millimeter to 375 millimeter, that is including 375 millimeter also, you have to increase width of pulley by means of 38 millimeter. And if it is above 375 millimeter up to 500 millimeter, you have to add 50 millimeter in that belt width, and you can get the value of that pulley. Once you do all these things, then these are the standard sizes of the pulleys. From the standard sizes of the pulleys, you have to choose, because if suppose we are going to consider width of that belt equal to 180, from this table, how much we have to add? 25. And once you added that 25, 180 plus 25 is going to become 205. But is 200 is available in the standard size or standard width of that pulley, that we have to check. If it is not available, then we have to choose the nearest one, and that is again to the higher side. Now here, as the value is coming as a 205, we have to choose width of pulley as 224 millimeter. Got it? Any question? Do you have any question? Let me know. Okay. No? Okay, thank you. We'll go further. So step number 9, and that is the last step. We have to determine total length of that belt. Now this total length of belt is calculated by means of this formula. That is L is equal to total length of belt is equal to 2C. C is the center distance between two pulleys which we are going to transmit the power, plus pi by 2 into capital D plus small d. Capital D is the diameter of bigger pulley, small d is the diameter of smaller pulley, plus capital D minus small d bracket square divided by 4 into C. This is the formula by means of which we can calculate the length of belt. If it is open belt, if it is cross belt, now open belt and cross belt concept you might be knowing, which you have studied in our prerequisite basic mechanical engineering. This is called as open belt. Okay, if it is connected like this, and cross belt is nothing but if pulleys are rotating in the opposite direction, you are going to call it as a cross belt. Then for the cross belt, length of belt is calculated as L is equal to twice of C. C is the center distance between two shafts, plus pi by 2 capital D, diameter of bigger pulley, plus diameter of smaller pulley, plus diameter of bigger pulley plus diameter of smaller pulley bracket square divided by 4 into C. Okay. Only thing is that here it is minus and here it is plus. For the open belt, the second quantity which we are going to take for the diameters is subtracted, smaller diameter from higher diameter, and in cross belt it is added. Okay. This is for the open and closed belt. But if suppose we are going to use some other type of belts or where power is transmitted through the shafts which are non-parallel with each other, then in this case, what formula we have to use is this formula. Okay, that is you are going to transmit power with some angular deflection, the shafts which are not parallel with each other and not intersecting also. Getting? So in this case, we are going to use this formula, that is L is equal to pi by 2 capital D plus small d. Capital D is the diameter of bigger pulley plus diameter of smaller pulley, plus under root C square. C is nothing but the center distance which we have to take from the axis of that pulleys, okay, whichever may be the convenient, plus D square, that is capital D square, bigger pulley diameter square, plus under root C square plus small diameter pulley square. Okay. So by means of this, you can calculate the length of this belt wherever you are going to transmit the power. Any question? Let me know if you have any question related to all these 10 steps. If not, we'll discuss one problem. How actual problem is solved. And all of us, we know. And now here you can see statement of this problem. It is required to select a flat belt drive for a compressor. That means compressor is the application running at 720 RPM. Okay. The compressor is running at 720 RPM. That is nothing but the driven is rotating at 720 RPM, which is driven by a 25 kilowatt 1440 RPM motor. That means input is 1440 RPM. That is nothing but driver pulley speed is 1440 rpm. Power rating or power which we have to transmit is 25 kilowatt. That is working power. Okay. And space is available for the center distance is 3 meter. Now C we can take as a 3 meter. Okay. The belt is open type. That means open belt we have to use. Now in this statement, it has been given that power which we want to transmit is 25 kilowatt. N1 is the speed of that driver. It is 1440 rpm. N2 is the speed of driven pulley. It is 720 rpm. And center distance C is 3 meter. Now you can draw this diagram. Okay. This 3000 centimeter, that is the distance. Then 1440 rpm is the diameter, speed of driver. Small d is the diameter of driver. Then 720 rpm is the speed of driven pulley, and capital D is the diameter of driven pulley. Then what we have to do? First, we have to calculate. Okay, here just we are calculating it. The first step is that we have to calculate either N1 and N2, which is given in the problem. And then afterwards, we have to decide small d and capital D. But here capital D and small d is not given. That's why what we are going to do is that using belt velocity of 18 meter per second. Now you can ask me that where you have selected this 18 meter per second. So 18 meter per second is decided for the compressor application. Okay, this 18 meter per second is decided value. It is not calculated. Once again, I am going to repeat it. That is, it is decided by the designer. Okay, that is you have decided it. Minimum speed or speed. It is not speed. It is velocity of the belt is 18 meter per second. And from the formula by means of which we can calculate the velocity of belt, that is pi d n1. That is d small d. If it is capital D, you have to take n2 here. Divided by 60 into 1000. Okay, 1000 is used to convert this d in meter. Okay, so velocity, so that we can get velocity in meter per second. Now small d, we can write this equation in terms of small d. Okay, that is 60 into 1000 into v. V here we are going to put in meter per second. Okay, that's why this 1000 has been added here. Already I have told you. Divided by pi n1. N1 is 1440 rpm. Pi standard value 60 we are knowing, 1000 we are knowing, 18 we are knowing, and hence we are going to get diameter of smaller pulley as a 238.73 millimeter. Based on the same thing, you can calculate diameter of bigger pulley also. But here, first of all, we have to check that whether this size, that is 238 millimeter, is available in the standard size or not. Okay, that is we have seen. And the pulley which is available in diameter, smaller pulley, is 250 millimeter. That's why we will select the 250 millimeter. Okay, and as you know that this 1440 is exactly half of the exactly double of the 720. That means if you are going to take n1 divided by n2 is equal to capital D divided by small d, this equation. N1 is 1440 rpm and N2 is 720. So this ratio is coming as a 2. So 2 multiplied by smaller diameter is nothing but the bigger diameter. So we have got the value of bigger pulley diameter as a 500 millimeter. That is driven pulley diameter as a 500 millimeter. Then after that, if you are going to consider the velocity which we have to calculate for the smaller pulley, that will be recalculated. Okay, so optimum belt velocity for the Dunlop belt is 70.8 meter per second to 22.9 meter per second. So assume some belt velocity such as 18 meter per second in this range. So you have to keep in mind how that designer has decided that 18 meter per second, which I have repeated twice. It is decided by the guideline which has been provided by the Dunlop belt manufacturer. So optimum velocity is 17.8 meter per second to 22.9 meter per second. So in this range, this designer, that is nothing but you, are going to decide the optimum belt velocity. Okay, and from that you have calculated smaller pulley diameter and bigger pulley diameter. Now smaller pulley diameter is coming as a 238.73 millimeter, but you have chosen it as a 250 millimeter. Definitely it will affect on the velocity, but how much it has been affected? It is affected by 0.85 meter per second, and which is again in the range. Because from the standard size you have decided this 250 millimeter, but your actual value is 238.73 millimeter. So for that standard value, we have to check once again that velocity of belt, whether it is in range or not. And it is in between 17.8 to 22.9. So yes, it is optimum and we can go further. Got it? Any question? Let me know if you are having any doubt. Are you listening me? Everybody?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So we'll move further. Once you decided the diameter of the pulleys, then step number 2 is that maximum power for the selection. That is nothing but power rating, which we have to consider design power that we have to take. So from table which we have seen for the design power and factor which we have to choose for the design power for the application such as compressor is 1.3. So I will go back and we'll see this table. Okay, so heavy duty fans, blowers, compressors, this factor is 1.3, right? From the rated power, the power design power, how you are going to calculate is it's calculated by means of this factor 1.3. Hence this design power is calculated okay. This design power is calculated by multiplying the actual power, that is 25 kilowatt, by 1.3 factor. So the design power which we are going to get is 32.5 kilowatt. Okay, then we have to choose arc of contact. This arc of contact is calculated with the standard formula, that is 180 minus 2 sine inverse. Sine inverse, that is you are going to consider from the that equation which we have already seen in the step number 3. Okay, and that arc of contact for the smaller pulley is coming as a 175.23 degree. Okay, so that 175.23 degrees, whether it is available in the table which has been provided, that you have to check. And once you got this value, then we have to choose the factor by means of which we are going to multiply for the arc of contact. So this arc of contact factor is calculated. Okay, then corrected power by multiplying with arc of contact factor is 33.12 kilowatt. Okay, that step number 3 which we have seen. The next, once you calculated the corrected power, okay, this is arc of contact factor. Okay, already which you have calculated, that is 175.23. 175.23 is not available, that's why we are going to take here 180, and that factor is 1.0. Okay, 1.019. By means of interpolation it has been calculated, that is this value is 170 and 180, that value is in between these. That's why interpolation has been done for the 1.019. 0.04 and 1. So here you are going to see this interpolation. Okay, and this value will be 1 plus value with the smaller angle minus value with the bigger angle, that is higher value minus smaller value, multiply with higher value of angle minus actual smaller value of angle, divided by the available values, and hence it is coming as a 1.019. Let me tell you one thing here. If you are not going to select this as a 1.19, and if you are going to select it as a 1.04, then also the calculations will not be affected much more. I'll repeat it once again. If you are selecting this angle of lap angle as a 170, now here why we are selecting smaller angle, that you have to think. Okay, why I have not choose it as a 180? Because angle is coming in between 170 and 180. Can anybody justify me? I'll repeat this question. आपण ज्यावेळेला लॅप अँगल घेतोय, तो लॅप अँगल ऍक्च्युअल आलाय किती आपला 175.23. इथं घेताना मी म्हणतोय की 170 घेतला तर फरक पडणार नाही, पण 180 घेऊ नका. 170 चा फॅक्टर जर कॅल्क्युलेशनला घेतला तर तो एवढा इफेक्ट करणार नाही, पण 180 घेऊ नका. प्रत्येक वेळेला मी तुम्हाला सांगतोय की हायर व्हॅल्यूला जावा, इथं मी तुम्हाला सांगतोय की स्मॉलर व्हॅल्यूला जावा. कोण कारण सांगू शकेल?
सर आर्क ऑफ कॉन्टॅक्ट आणि आर्क ऑफ कॉन्टॅक्ट फॅक्टर हे युनिव्हर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल आहे. जसा वाढत जाईल तसा
फॅक्टर कमी होतोय. राईट?
येस सर, राईट.
राईट. आणि डिझायनर नेहमी काय करतो की तो सेफ्टी पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यू न हायर विड्थ, हायर स्ट्रेंथ, हायर पॉवर रेटिंग ह्याच्याकडे जातो. जर आपण फॅक्टर बाय मीन्स ऑफ विच द डिझाईन पॉवर इज कॅल्क्युलेटेड हा जर कमी करत गेलो तर आपल्याला काय होईल की ती पॉवर रेटिंग, म्हणजे आपण ज्या पॉवरला ते डिझाईन करतोय बेल्ट, तो कमी कमी होत जाईल पॉवर. आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, ती पॉवर डिझाईन ज्या पॉवरला करतोय ती वाढवायची आहे. ऍक्च्युअल त्याच्यापेक्षा कमीच आहे, पण ज्या पॉवरला मी माझा बेल्ट डिझाईन करतोय किंवा सिलेक्ट करतोय ती पॉवर मला वाढवायची आहे. म्हणजे समजा चुकून पॉवर वाढलीच तर बेल्ट फेल होणार नाही. ओके. आणि बालाजी म्हणले तसं की आर्क ऑफ कॉन्टॅक्ट ची व्हॅल्यू आणि फॅक्टरची व्हॅल्यू आर द इनव्हर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल विथ इच अदर. दॅट्स वाय वी कॅन सिलेक्ट लोअर आर्क ऑफ कॉन्टॅक्ट व्हॅल्यू, okay, or arc lap value for selecting maximum factor or more value factor. Getting me? The factor for which the value is higher. So you can select this 170 but not 180 degree as a lap angle. Okay. Okay, thank you Balaji. We'll move further. So by means of interpolation, actually we have calculated exact factor by means of which we can multiply with the corrected power or that power rating, maximum power or design power which we have considered, and the corrected power is coming as a 33.12 kilowatt. Okay, initially it was 32.5 kilowatt, now it is 33.12 kilowatt. Once you calculate that power, then corrected power rating of the belt for the high speed belt. Okay, we are selecting high speed belt. One can go for the front also, but depending upon the velocity and power which we have to transmit, we have to decide this high speed or front. Okay, so for 18.85 meter per second, this corrected belt rating is given as 0.011 actually 118 multiply with the actual velocity divided by 5.08, and this power rating is coming as a 0.0438 kilowatt per ply per millimeter or per millimeter per ply. Okay, then afterwards we have to select the belt, then width of belt into number of plies, that will be corrected power divided by corrected power rating. So here we are going to get these two values, or this value is width and number of ply. Per millimeter means the per millimeter width of that belt actually, and hence corrected power is 33.12, then corrected belt rating is 0.0438. So this multiplication width multiplied by number of plies is coming as a 756.17. Okay, and hence if you are going to select the plies of the belt, we'll start from the 4 plies belt, width is coming as a 189.04 millimeter. If you decide that we have to use 5 plies belt, then width is coming, because this product we are knowing, hence from this product we can calculate width. So width is coming as a 151.23 millimeter. If you select 6 plies belt, then width is coming as a 126.3 millimeter. That is up to you, out of this which you have to select. Okay, so we are going to select high speed belt, and which is available for 152 millimeter in the width. So we will select this 5 plies which is near to us, that is 151.23, and standard value of width is available as a 152 millimeter. So this belt we will select, belt of 5 plies and width equal to 152 millimeter. Okay, from the high speed range. Got it? Any question? Then last, okay, all this we have calculated in uh, seven step only. Last we have to calculate the center distance. Okay, and you have to calculate length of that belt. For that, center distance is known, diameters are known. For the bigger and smaller pulley, belt is open belt type, hence the length of belt is coming as a 7183.31 millimeter. Okay, and this length can be considered, and belt is selected as a 5 plies and width 152 millimeter. Okay, and a high speed belt. Any doubt regarding this example problem? Let me know if you are having question at any stage. You can write in comment box also if you have any question. If not, you can write, no problem, so that we can move further. No question? Can we move further? Yes, Ajay, any question? Ajay, you have unmuted yourself. Do you have any question?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Then please don't unmute yourself unless and until you are having any doubt. Okay. The next slide, this flat belt we have seen step by step how you are going to select it, and also we have seen one problem statement or example related to that selection of flat belt, how you are going to use that tables, and how we are going to consider the standard sizes of that belt that we have seen. Now we are going to see the procedure by means of which we can select V belt. In case of V belt, there are 5 steps, and these we have to follow step by step, and we have to choose the V belt. Okay. Now this V belt is selected. First of all, we have to use the what type of driving unit you are going to use. Then type of driven machine that we have to consider. Okay, whether it is motor or engine or some thing else by means of which you are going to take the power and which you are going to transmit, that driving device you have to first of all you have to consider. Okay, then driven unit, what type of driven unit you are going to operate with the help of that driving unit, that is again effect are going to hamper on the selection of belt. Then optimal horse power, that is nothing but power of or working hours of that particular machinery, how many times that machinery is going to work, that you have to consider. Then power to be transmitted, how much power you have to transmit with the help of belt. And input and output speeds. So all these factors are going to affect on the selection of V belt. Okay. So actually when we are going to select the V belt, these factors we have to consider. And one more thing is that approximate center distance depending upon the available space. That also we can take into account for selection of V belt. We know that these V belts are actually preferable for the moderate space. For the long space, we are going to choose flat belts. Okay, and these V belts are used for the moderate size or moderate center distance between the input and output shaft. Okay, now we'll see the basic procedure by means of which we can select the V belt. First of all, we have to determine the correction factor according to the service of that particular belt. Now for that, what criteria we are going to use? For that, you are going to use the criteria which are mentioned here: type of drive, type of driven machine, then optimal hours per day or utilization of that particular device per day, and power to be transmitted, and input and output speed. Depending upon this, we have to select this factor, that is correction power or power correction factor, F suffix A. Okay, and that is mentioned in the table here. So likewise, in case of clad belt, we have seen the light duty, medium duty, heavy duty, and extra heavy duty. It is not included in the clad belt, but it is added in the V belt. Okay, so that is the first column. Which type of service you are expecting from that particular drive? Then type of driven machine. This driven machine, which driven machine you are going to use to be transmit the power or to be run by means of that belt drive. And type of driving unit, who is driving actually, whether it is AC motor or with the normal torque, then spiral cage, okay, synchronous or and split phase DC motor, split phase up to the split phase, that is we are going to use rating for the AC motor, or it is DC motor with shunt and multi-cylinder, or whether you are going to use the multi-cylinder engine. Okay, engine over 600 rpm. That is nothing but nowadays these low speed engines are not available. Previously it was. Nowadays where the engines which are available are having speed more than 600 rpm. Okay, and or you are going to use this motor of high torque, okay, induction motor in case of AC motor, single phase or single phase DC motor, okay, series and compound wound motors. Then single cylinder IC engines or multi cylinder IC engines which are rotating below 600 rpm. See, when engine rpm is increased, its power rating is normally get decreased. Okay, but if the engine speed is decreased, then power rating of that engine is increased. That is the what this low speed engines are used for developing huge power, like the engines which are used in marine application to run the total boat. That type of applications are there, but they are rare nowadays. All these are replaced by means of high speed engines also, but we have to follow this procedure. Now type of driven machine, we can say agitator, blowers, then exhausters, centrifugal pumps, compressors, and fan up to 7.5 kilowatt. See, light duty is considered up to 7.5 kilowatt. Okay, of all above equipments which we are going to see. And light duty conveyors. Conveyors also can be taken into application of this light duty and machine which you want to operate with the these prime movers, these two prime movers. In medium duty, these belt conveyors are coming in that case. Fans over 7.5 kilowatt. Okay, higher, very huge application of that fan. then generators, line shaft, machine tools, press, then positive displacement pumps like reciprocating pumps, and vibrating screen. This vibrating screen, that is nothing but you might have seen such type of screens in the case of sugar industry. Okay, चाळणी ज्याला म्हणतो आपण, साखर चाळण्यासाठी जे वापरले जाते ते vibrating screen. Then in case of heavy duty, then bucket elevators are coming, hammer mills are coming, then piston pumps are coming, saw mills, then exciter and woodworking machineries. Okay, the extra heavy duty is crushers, mills and hosts. Hosts, that is nothing but cranes and all that which you are using. So in such cases, it is considered that heavy duty. Okay, light duty cranes are not coming in this. That's why host here is used. Depending upon that, which type of motor you are going to use to drive this and operational hours per day. That is whether it is used for 0 to 10 hours per day, 10 to 16 hours per day, or 16 to 24 hours per day. This multiplication factor will vary. If it is 0 to 10 hours, it is 1 for light duty. If it is 0 to 10 hours, for medium duty is 1.1, for heavy duty it is 1.2, and for extra heavy duty it is 1.3. Likewise, we can have the working of from 10 hours to 16 hours. For light duty 1.1, medium duty 1.2, heavy duty 1.3, and extra heavy duty it is 1.4. Likewise, you can refer this table and you can choose the factor by means of which we have to multiply with the actual power which you want to transmit to correct that power. Getting? Any question? So this calculated or design power is calculated as factor by means of which you are going to multiply based on above table multiplied by transmitted power, power which you want to transmit. Right? Any question? Before going to the next slide, we'll take pause of 2 minutes only. So I'm going to now once you calculate this design power, next thing is that we have to plot with design power as on x coordinate and input speed as on y coordinate in the figure which you are going to see to the next slide. Okay, the location of this point decides the type of cross section of belt. There are 3 types of cross section of belt: A, B, C. Okay, and D is also there. Rarely used it is, but we can say that A, B, C are the mostly used cross section of belts that we'll see. In the broader line case, such as the point located on the border line of the cross section between B and C, alternative calculations are made to find the best cross section. Okay, so here you can see the graph on which you can plot power on x-axis. Okay, kilowatt power. Suppose we are having or we want to transmit power equal to 20 kilowatt. Okay, and speed of faster, that is nothing but input pulley, is 1000 rpm, and it is coming under the category of C type of belt. Are you getting me? If suppose we are transmitting to power equal to 3 kilowatt, but the speed which we are going to use for the motor or driver pulley or faster pulley is 1000 again, then it is coming under the category of A type of belt. Okay, that categories of the belt we have to decide whether it is A, B, C, D or E. Okay, very high power which you want to, very rarely these belts are used from the D. Mostly A, B, C belts are used. If suppose you want to transmit power equal to 500 kilowatt, okay, and input speed is, in that case, as you are increasing power, speed will get decreased. Input speed of that prime mover is 300 rpm. Then it is coming under the category of E type of belt. Okay, already I have told you that these low speed engines or motors are not of low speed, but mostly IC engines are that nowadays has been replaced with the high speed engines. Getting me? Any doubt? Then we are going to select this cross section as A, B, C. Okay, based on which further selection is done. Any doubt related to this graph and plotting of this graph? Yes, no? Let me know. Okay. So we'll move further. First step is that once you decide that cross section, determine the recommended pitch diameter of the smaller pulley. Now, why? Because pitch diameter is considered because the pulleys which we are going to use are V shape, and in that case, in V shape, we are going to have different outer diameter and inner diameter. That's why we are going to consider the pitch diameter. That is nothing but central one. If suppose this is the diameter, which is the outer diameter of that pulley, this will be considered as the inner diameter of that pulley, D1, D2. Then we can consider this as a pitch diameter, and this pitch diameter is taken into account for the calculation. Got it? That's why we are going to select we are going to determine the recommended pitch diameter of smaller pulley from the table which we are going to see to the next slide. It depends upon the cross section, that is A, B, C, D, E. Then we have to calculate the pitch diameter of bigger pulley from the same, that is the equation which we have used, that is capital D divided by small d is equal to speed of smaller pulley divided by speed of bigger pulley, or in other way, speed of driver divided by speed of driver. That is capital D divided by small d. That is diameter of driven divided by diameter of driver is equal to speed of driver divided by speed of driver. And from this, you can calculate bigger diameter pulley. And these two values are again selected from the table which has been provided for the standard diameters of that pulleys. Got it? So I'll show that two diameter tables. First of all, we have to use the recommended pitch diameter. So recommended pitch diameter table is mentioned here. If the category of belt is A, then recommended pitch diameter starts from 75 millimeter up to 800 millimeter. If the category is of B type, then diameter of that pitch diameter is starting from 125 to 1120 millimeter. Then C type category, it is starting from 200 millimeter to 1600 millimeter. Category D starting from 355 millimeter to 2000 millimeter. Category E starting from 500 millimeter to 2500 millimeter. And one special category is there, that is Z category, which is used to transmit very small power. Okay, like in case of mopeds, you might have seen moped Luna. Okay, in such cases, diameter starts from 50 millimeter to 800 millimeter. Okay, which we have not seen in the graph actually, but specially manufacturer will provide this type of category also if you ask for them. Once you decide this pitch diameter, then from the pitch diameter, you can calculate that actual diameter of the pulleys. Okay, and later on, you are going to calculate the center distance. Okay, then center distance having the pitch diameters, by considering the pitch diameters, that is capital D and small d. For calculation, this capital D and small d is considered as a pitch diameters only, not as outer or inner diameter or bigger diameter and smaller diameter of that pulley. But pitch diameter is considered for the calculation. Okay, same equation is there as we have used for the open belt. Then compare the above value L with the preferred pitch length which is available. Now here these V belts are endless, but flat belts can be connected, two ends can be connected together while you are using it. But you might not have seen any V belt which is connected at the application. म्हणजे V belt आहे तो endless आपल्याला मिळतो एकच पीस मध्ये. फ्लॅट बेल्ट जो आहे तो एक पीस मध्ये पण घेऊ शकतो किंवा आपल्याला पाहिजे तेवढी लेंथ कापून घेतली आणि नंतर ते दोन एंड एकत्र जोडले असं सुद्धा फ्लॅट बेल्ट बद्दल करू शकतो आपण. त्यासाठी we have to choose the preferred pitch diameter as well as preferred length, pitch length of that belt which is available. In case of non-standard value, the nearest value of pitch length from the table is selected. Okay. Non-standard means what? If suppose for the A category, my value length is coming as a 635 millimeter, then I cannot choose it as a 635 millimeter, but you can choose as a 700 millimeter. And according to that, again you have to calculate or you have to rearrange the center distance by putting the 700 in this equation. And you can calculate value of C, and that much adjustment we have to do in center distance of that two shafts, input and output shaft. Got it? I will repeat it once again. जर आपली स्टँडर्ड पिच लेंथ जर 635 मिलीमीटर आली तर 630 प्रेफर न करता 700 मिलीमीटर प्रेफर करायची. आणि ही 700 कारण ऍक्च्युअल लेंथ ऑफ बेल्ट आहे 635, पण आपण सिलेक्ट केली आता 700. मग ती 700 ची व्हॅल्यू इथं टाकायची आणि परत सेंटर डिस्टन्सची व्हॅल्यू कॅल्क्युलेट करायची आणि त्या दृष्टीने आपले जे दोन शाफ्ट आहेत ड्रायव्हर आणि ड्रिव्हन शाफ्ट मधलं डिस्टन्स हे चेंज करायचं. Got it? So for these categories, this pitch length of the belt, म्हणजे belt ची length is given in this table. For A starting from 630 to 3540. Likewise for the E, it is starting from 4660 millimeter to 16,800 millimeter. Okay, you can choose from this table. Next, already I have told you that according to that you have to adjust the center distance. Determine the correction factor F suffix C for belt pitch length from the table. It depends upon the type of cross section, that is A, B, C, D, E, F. F is not there. A, B, C, D, E. Pitch length of the belt. Okay, type and pitch length. So here correlation of that type and pitch length is given. That is nothing but A category belt, and you have chosen 890 millimeter as a pitch length of that belt. Then corrected power or power correcting factor is used as a 0.86 or correcting factor for the pitch length of the belt. Okay, based on this you have to choose the factor, and once you choose the factor you have to determine the lap angle. Lap angle is choose with the same equation which we have used for the flat belt. Okay, that is alpha s smaller pulley lap angle is equal to 180 minus 2 sine inverse of capital D minus small d divided by 2c. Okay, and minimum lap angle which we have to consider is 120 degree. Below that this V belt is not recommended. Then this are you able to see correction factor for the arc of contact F suffix D, arc of contact for the smaller pulley in degrees starting from 180 degree to 120 degree. Okay, below 120 degree we are not recommending it. Then capital D minus small d divided by C, that value is starting from 0.00 to 1. Okay, and correction factor is starting from 1 to 0.82. from this table with the help of this capital D minus small d divided by C and arc of contact for the smaller pulley, we are going to decide this factor by means of which we are going to multiply when arc of contact is considered. Then depending upon the type of cross section, refer the respective table from table to table and determine the power rating. So power rating finally is calculated of single V belt. Once you decide the power rating for the single V belt, then you can increase that number of belts for transmitting more amount of power. Hence, in case of V belt, instead of using single V belt, you might have seen 2, 3, 4. Likewise, V belts are used to transmit the power. Getting me? So for single V belt, you are going to calculate the power rating, which will depend upon the speed of driver pulley or faster pulley, pitch diameter of the smaller pulley, and speed ratio. That is higher speed divided by smaller speed. So here in this table, now actually this table is a very big table and I have tried to put it in the slide. But as you can see here, this table is not actually coming in the slide. That's why you can check it in the book. Okay, that is this book which has been provided as a VB Bhandari. Okay, and in that VB Bhandari you can choose or you can see this table. So actually when you open this slides, you will find each and every value, no doubt. Okay, but it is not fitting in this particular slide. So based on the all these three values, speed of faster pulley, pitch diameter of the faster pulley, and speed ratio, these tables are given. Okay, pitch diameter is put here, that is 75 millimeter, and RPM in first column, kilowatt in the second column. Okay, or kilowatt rating here it is written. Okay, the factor by means of which we can multiply. This is for the A type. Okay, V belt 13 millimeter wide and 180-degree arc of contact. This arc of contact factor we are going to see. So based on this all parameters, we are going to select from this table. Okay. Then additional power which we should increase, that also mentioned in the table. From table to table, we have to choose it. Okay, for different types of sections of that belt. Okay. This is next table, power rating in kilowatt. Okay, for B type of section, 17 millimeter wide and 180-degree arc of contact on smaller pulley. Then this table is for the C type of cross section of belt, and this table is for the E type of cross section of belt. Okay, not E type, but C is continued here. C is continued here. Got it? Then you have to calculate number of belts. That is power transmitted by single belt into power transmission factor divided by PR, that is power rating, into F suffix C, that is arc of contact factor, into F suffix D, that is pitch diameter factor. And by calculating all this, you can select number of belts to be used. Later on, we'll see the V-groove pulleys, how the V-groove pulleys are designed or selected. That we'll see later on. But before that, do you have any question related to all these steps? For the V-belt. Flat belt, it is very easy. But for the V-belt, the selection is going to become complicated because of the tables which are available for A type, B type, C type. Okay. Depending upon that type, that factors are going to change. And selection criteria which we have to use that are critical in this case. Any question? Let me know if you are having any doubt. Hello? Are you listening me? Have any doubt? Please mention in chat box. Hello? Are you listening, Balaji? Are you listening me? Okay. Next thing which we are going to consider is that how that pulleys or V-groove pulleys are. The dimensions of V-groove pulleys for 4 V belts, okay, given in the table are shown in figure. Figure is here. Next figure, here it is. Yes, okay. So dimensions of this, okay, dimension means actually what nomenclature we are going to use for the V belt, that we are going to see here. This natural axis, that is nothing but where we are going to consider as a pitch diameter of this pulley. Okay. Then height of this belt, that we are going to consider here. LP is the pitch width. This is the pitch width, LP, of the pulley. Okay, where we are going to consider that natural width or natural axis of the belt is. B is the minimum height of the groove above the pitch line. This is B. Is the minimum width of this pulley above the pitch line or natural axis. Then H is the minimum depth of the groove below the pitch line. Here, this is the H. That is the minimum depth which is required. It is not necessary that belt is going to touch to the lower boundary of this pulley, but it is touching to the side walls. Then E is the center to center distance of adjacent grooves. This is E, center to center distance. Likewise, which you might have seen in case of threads which are provided for the fasteners. Then F is the distance of the edge of the pulley of first groove center. This is F, first groove center, how much it is away from the corner of that pulley. Then alpha is the angle of that groove. This is alpha, where the angle of groove is decided. Then dp is the pitch diameter of pulley. Okay, it is measured from the center of that pulley. And G is the minimum top width of the groove. G is the minimum top width of the groove. Okay, and dp, which is measured from the natural axis or pitch axis to the center of that pulley. Okay, that is pitch diameter. Any doubt? These are the nomenclatures which are used regarding the V-belt pulley. Now here, diameters of the V-groove pulleys are given. Okay, groove section, whether it is A, B, C, D, E. Then length of that pitch length of that belt. whether it is 8.4 to 32, from 34 to 36, and above that it is given in the table. So based on that, how we are going to select the other dimensions, that is H, E, F, alpha, okay, that we are going to decide here. Then DP, G, outside diameter, that all are depending on the types of section of that belt which you are going to use. And L is nothing but the length which you are going to calculate, Ex minus 1 into E plus twice of F. F is here, E is here, X, that is length which you are going to calculate, where X is the number of grooves which you are going to use. Now, with this, we'll see one problem related to the selection of V-belt. Just a minute. Now here you can read the statement of the problem. It is required to design a V-belt drive to connect a 7.5 kilowatt 1440 RPM induction motor. Okay, as we have seen, whether it is induction or AC or DC motor, depending upon that type of belt or selection of belt is depend. To a fan running at approximately 480 millimeter, that is driven pulley RPM is given, driver pulley RPM is given, for the service of 24 hours a day. That means it is working for 24 hours continuously. Space is available for the center distance of about 1 millimeter. That is approximate space distance between that two shafts are 1 millimeter. Based on this input data or this statement, we have to select the V-belt. Now, by using all the tables and equations which we have discussed, we have to select the belt. Now, first of all, power given is 7.5 kilowatt. N1 speed of driver is 1440 RPM. N2 speed of driven is 480 millimeter. Center distance is 1 meter and service is for 24 hours. Now, correction factor we have to select depend upon the service which is provided by that belt and kilowatt rating. Okay, so correction factor FA is calculated, which finally we are going to use here. Let me tell you that equation. Okay, FA correction factor which is used here to calculate number of belts. Okay, so correction factor is calculated from the table, and this correction factor is 1.3 according to the application of that belt. Now, second, design power. Design power is FA multiplied by transmitted power. That is 1.3 into 7.5. Design power coming is as a 9.75 kilowatt. Step 3, cross section we have to decide. Then on that, we have to decide here 7.5 kilowatt. It is 7.5 kilowatt, and input RPM is 1440 RPM. It is coming under the category of B. Let's check. Okay, from the figure, it is located in B category. Okay, B type of section we have to choose. Therefore, for this application, cross section of V-belt is B. Next, pitch diameter of smaller and bigger pulleys we have to find out from the table. Okay, the minimum pitch diameter for the smaller pulley is 200. Okay, which we have to take as it is because it is minimum which is available. The speed ratio is 1440 divided by 480, and that's why bigger diameter is coming as a 600 600 millimeter. It is observed from the table that both diameters are available. Okay, that's why this 200 is also available and 600 is also available. That's why you can calculate pitch length of the belt. Pitch length is given L is equal to 2C into pi, plus pi into D, capital D plus small d divided by 2, plus capital D minus small d divided by 4C, capital D minus small d square actually. Okay. Now here one has not asked, or you have not asked me question that why, sir, we are not using equation related to the cross belt. तुम्ही विचारला, मी विचारतो मग. We have used only, or we have seen in the procedure also, only equation to calculate the pitch length for the open belt. We have not seen it for the cross belt. Can you answer it? Hello? Balaji? Nowhere we have seen the equation which is used for the cross belt for calculating the length of that belt. Basically here we are going to consider the pitch length because V belts are sufficient thick as compared to the flat belts. That's why we are using pitch length. Otherwise it is a length of belt. In case of flat belt, why we are using it? Because flat belts are thin belts and V belts are thick belts. Yes, because we are not using cross belt for the V belt, or in category of V belt, it is not preferable to use as a application as a cross belt, as they are thick and width is small. Wear will occur over there. Okay, no problem. The next thing we are going to calculate the here length, pitch length of that belt. Then this value is coming as a 3296.64 millimeter length, but whether it is available in prepared pitch length, that we have to check from the table. And for the B section type, it is available as either 3200 or 3600 millimeter. So it is assumed that the pitch length of the belt is 32 because it is near. Okay, 3296, which is near. So again, we have to recorrect our center distance by choosing this length of the pitch length of the belt. This pitch length of the belt is considered, and by choosing it, the equation from which we have calculated the pitch length of the belt, that we have to rearrange and we have to calculate the center distance. So center distance, corrected center distance is calculated with the same formula. Okay, and it is 950.64 millimeter. Once you calculate that center distance, then power rating of single V belt we have to calculate. From table, for 1440 RPM, 200 millimeter pulley, okay, pulley diameter, smaller pulley diameter, and B section, speed ratio is 3. We are getting this PR, that is power rating, as a 6.36 kilowatt can be transmitted by single pulley. But how much you want to transmit? You want to transmit 6.5 kilowatt. So 6.5 kilo, actually 7.5 kilowatt you want to transmit, and power which we can transmit with the single V belt is 6.36 kilowatt. So naturally one can orally told that we have to use 2 belts, but we'll use formula which is provided for that. Number of belts is equal to P, power which you want to transmit, multiplied by the power factor, divided by PR, that is correction factor, okay, power rating for the single belt, into FC, that angle of lap factor, okay, and FD, okay, diameter which you have adjusted for the smaller pulley. So these all factors which we have calculated in the previous calculation. By means of that, number of belts are coming as a 1.51. That is 1.5 belt we have to use, but that is not the case. Anywhere we have not seen 1.5 belt. we have to use 2 belts to transmit 7.5 kilowatt by means of V belt drive. Any question? Let me know if you do any question. Yes, no question. Okay, no problem. Just I will discuss one more problem, and we are going to finish this unit. The problem statement is that following data is given for the open type V belt. Okay, we are not using cross type V belt anywhere. Keep in mind. Diameter of driven pulley is 200 millimeter. Diameter of driver pulley is 200. Driven pulley is 600. Okay. Groove angle for the sheaves is 34 degrees. Mass of belt is 0.5 kg per meter. Okay. Maximum permissible tension in the belt is 500 Newton. Coefficient of friction is 0.2. Then contact angle for smaller pulley is 157. Speed of the smaller pulley is 1440 RPM. Power to be transmitted is 10 kilowatt. How many V belts should be used, assuming each belt takes its proportional part of the load? That is nothing but we have to calculate number of belts which we can use. Power rating is given 10. N, that is small n, is 14. N1 is 1440 RPM. Capital D is 600. Small d is 200. Theta, that is angle of that V groove, which is given as a 34 degree. M, mass per meter of that length of that belt is 0.5. Then F is 0.2. Alpha, yes, angle of contact for the smaller pulley is 157 degree. And allowable tension is 500. So belt tension is calculated by means of this formula. Okay, this is somewhat different type of problem in which we have to use the equations which we are not actually seen, okay, in the selection procedure. But this belt tension factor F alpha, okay, is calculated by means of this equation. Very rarely you have to use this equation, or either it is given directly in the statement. Okay, it is coming as a 1.874. Okay, and this value is calculated as 6.54. Hence, we can calculate the V, that is nothing but velocity of that belt, linear velocity of that belt, by our conventional factors or conventional formulas which we are going to use. Pi small d into RPM of smaller pulley or driver pulley, and we are getting this speed as a 15.08 meter per second. This inertia which will be induced in that belt is m multiplied by v square, because 1/2 mv square is the kinetic energy, and the inertia which will be provided will be maximum inertia will be mv square. Okay, that is 0.5 multiplied by, because 0.5 is the weight per meter multiplied by v square, and this is coming as a inertia is coming as a 113.70. Okay, we don't have unit. So this power which you want to transmit, that is coming as a in kilowatt. This power is coming as a P1 minus P2, which is calculated to the next. Okay, P1 minus P2 is either, that is tension to the tight side and tension to the slack side is calculated. Okay, here actually these are the tensions, not power. So slack side tension and tight side tension is calculated here. Now let me tell you one thing here, that this type of problem is actually not included in our syllabus. In our syllabus, the problem which I have discussed previously, that type of problems are included. But this is additional one which has kept from theory of machine 2 and in from the machine design syllabus. Okay, all these was included previously in theory of machine 2, but now it has kept from that theory of machine 2 also and from the machine design also. But just for sake of your understanding, I am discussing it. This type of problems definitely will not be asked in exam. Either it will be online or offline. So number of belt directly can be calculated as a 2, okay, based on minimum tension in the belt and allowable belt load. And here we can complete our problem statement, because just we have to calculate the number of belts. Here anywhere we are not used that table, standard table, then types of cross section, nothing. Smaller pulley diameter, bigger pulley diameter, nothing has been used. Okay, this is somewhat different type of problem. Any doubt? And write your roll numbers in chat box and you can leave. Thank you for listening me. Pedro, do you have any question?
No, sir. No.
Okay. Thank you for listening. Please write your roll number in chat box. And you can leave meeting. Balaji, have you written your roll number? Thank you for listening me.